Okay, so the next session we have on is on the specialty finishing, again, tying this all together. It's on the PODTopic. The PODTopic has been a great machine for us. Another machine that we've helped on the design with, and we incorporated a couple key features on it, which Brad Drever is going to tell you about in a demo video, to make sure that the lamination and foiling process is flawless. So why don't we go ahead and roll that video? And this is a machine that a lot of our customers have and a lot of people are looking at. So go ahead.
Today we're going to show you a PODTopic semi-auto laminator by Skandacor, and it's a single-sided machine unit that does sleeking with the heated chrome roller. Excellent quality machine, and it's a great way to drive additional profits into your business. What this does is allows you to do finishes that would typically not be available to most in-house print shops. So what I'm going to show you today is how the SoftPro, I've got SoftPro lamination loaded on here, and we're going to show you how quickly you can unload it and reload it with whatever type of material you want. So all you do is pull out this pin here, open up this latch, and you are now going to take off this O-ring, and your film is ready to slide off there. So we're just going to cut the film apart and show you it coming off the roll here. So now we have taken our roll of film off. We're going to reload it back on. So I'm just going to load it back on there, and I could do some adjustments on there if I needed to. I'll throw my O-ring back on and close back up my latch. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to load our SoftPro laminate film, and we'll zoom in here to get a close-up. We've got our film here, and we're just going to roll it underneath this idler roller and around and attach it straight onto the previous film that was on there. And I could have taken this cover off, very easily done, makes it very accessible. But there, that is now, the film is now loaded on. And if I had another type of film in there, it's easy to just stick it to it as well. It's Sleek Pro film. It works just great as well. So what I'm going to do here is now it says ready. We've literally been heating this unit up for about less than 4 minutes from the time we turned it on, and it is now ready to run. It's one of the beauties of this dual infrared heated chrome roller is it heats up so quickly. So now we've got this laminator loaded and ready to laminate, and we're ready to show you how the lamination works. I run through, got a couple sheets in there, and we're ready to load it up. So I'm going to load in another white sheet, and we should be able to just hit run and be ready to go. So here we go. Turn my cutter on, and it will now start by cutting the sheets. I personally like to run it at speed 3. It's not too fast. You can make sure that the sheets are falling into the tray nicely, and everything is, might say, going along pretty good. So it's easy enough for one operator to to run the laminator by themselves. It's a very simple machine, and you can see we've got nice sheets happening here. So one of the beauties of this laminator here is it's a straight through paper path, and so the paper is going through nice and flat, and then it's got a very effective decurling feature on it for decurling the sheets here. So what we've got is this decurling knob right here that we can adjust the curl right on the fly and see what's happening. So if the sheets are coming out, you know, curled one way or another, we can adjust the decurl and easily to offset it. So awesome little laminator. So we've showed you how to do lamination, and we've got some soft pro laminating happening here with our overprintable soft pro from Skandacor. Okay, so we've showed you how the soft pro single-sided works with this PODTopic 380F, and what I'm wanting to show you now is how the sleeking works and how we can make the digital silver foil that's overprintable work with this laminator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload the soft pro, and I'll load up the foil, and we'll get ready to we'll show you how that works. So it's a very slick operation. So we can take off this this cover, and what I'll do is, because this machine is going to stay hot, I'm going to turn it off while we load up the this silver sleeking. So I'm going to open up this this lever here, and I will cut my OPP Soft Pro off, pull off this O-ring, and pull this roll of film off of the laminator. Put my film down there. Then I'll load up this silver overprintable Sleek Pro foil. Slide it on there, and because it's a little bit narrower than the other product, the Soft Pro OPP that we're using was a 12.75 film, and now we're going to a 12.25 inch Sleek Pro silver foil. So I'm going to adjust my colors here to offset that a little bit, so I'll move them both in a little bit. And then I will put on my O-ring and slide it into position, and we have now got our silver foil loaded. So the next step I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this silver foil down. Because our machine is still hot and our laminate is hot, the adhesive will stick right there to it, and that will pull our foil through to the next position where we actually start the rewind up. So now I will put my cover back on, lock it into position, and I will pull up some Sleek Pro sheets here. So this here is a silver foil part of the car that we just have done here. Looks like it's a beautiful metallic looking product. So I'll lay this, I'll start with a white sheet just so I don't ruin a good printed sheet. And I will start my laminator back up, and I'm ready to feed my product through the machine. feed in another sheet here. There. So we have now got our silver foil all the way through. And so what I'm going to do now is I will cut this off of these sheets. Get a couple of garbage sheets there, and I'll cut. So now we've got our silver foil fed through the laminator, and I'm ready to put my rewind mandrel on, just down here, which we could have left on here before, but just for video purposes I took it off. So I'll put it back on, and then I'll pull this up like this, and I will tape this onto this mandrel here. It's always nice to have some tape nearby for these situations as needed. So I'll tape this onto the mandrel. There. We are now ready to do some Sleek Pro with the PODTopic 380F semi-automatic laminator. So I'm going to load in my first sheet, and I will hit run. I had my decurler on previously, so I'm just turning the decurler off because it's not needed for when you do sleeking. As you can see, my sheets are coming out fairly curled as you see them come in there, and that's because I had the decurler on. I've got it set at speed 3 still. So we are now doing our silver Sleek Pro foil and turning out some very nice looking silver foiled sheets. This is a very easy to use, easy to operate, easy to set up laminator that it's just one of those items that everybody it's very easy to teach somebody how to run, very easy to learn, and produces an awesome quality product. So I'm going to stop this now. Let's go through some of the settings and some of the features of this laminator with you. Now that we've showed you it in operation, I'll show you, we'll do some up close footage of what the different items are that makes this machine so it's such a good machine at a very, very competitive price. So I will now stop it, and we will come up and do some close zoom ins. So the PODTopic 380F, this laminator is an awesome little unit, as you can see, as you've seen with the way the single-sided lamination works, and the way the Sleek Pro works. Excellent little unit for doing up to a 15 by 26 inch long sheet, and that can be extended to 47 inches if needed. It's pretty much can handle whatever you can throw at it within the 15 inch and smaller range. So the PODTopic semi-automatic is what we have the version of right now, and we also have a fully automatic version that has the full suction-fed feeding system on it. That's as well a great machine, deep pile, works awesome, which we have videos on that as well. So what I want to go over is the different features of the different functions and features of this machine and what makes it so good. So we already showed the decurling function here. That unit, is where you can decurl your sheets as you're laminating them. And then you've got the press roller feature here. You can open and close it, and that releases the pressure on the second set of pull rollers in here. And then in the back here, you've got your flying knife. And in here is a flying knife module that works great for anything that's all your different laminate films. Works good for your single-sided OPPs, your polyesters, and your nylons. So this with the flying knife arrangement, you can cut and separate pretty much anything you can throw at it. Excellent little unit. Overlaps the sheets all automatically, keeps it an absolutely consistent overlap, and feeds it through, and you've got yourself a great looking product at the other end. So now I want to show you I'll bring up another camera here and we'll show you the controls up close, including the air controller. So right here is our controls, digital touch screen control. An excellent little unit that has been built into this machine. So we've got the run button here, got the stop button, we got the cutting home, which sends the flying knife to its home position. We've got the reverse switch, so if you had a need for ever doing a reverse, I won't say these machines are perfect, you will have jam ups, but it's got the reverse button to unjam it and do whatever is needed to make it work great. This is the loading button, which is you push that and it manually loads the product, the paper into the laminator, and it also does a reset on the overlap switch as well. This is our cutting on/off switch, which turns your cutter back on as needed after you start laminating. This is your speed controller, and this is you only adjust your speed when you're laminating. Then you've got a job memory. You can go in here and you can go in and have different jobs. Right now we don't have. Here's this set up with what we call poly, and then we've got nylon that's already pre-programmed into the machine. So that's polypropylene and nylon, and then you got polyester as well, which is there. So we can automatically set up, we can go in and adjust these as well and save them. And then we've got our paper length, which we can highlight that, and then we scroll on here, and that gives us the different paper lengths based on what we're feeding in. We've been working with a 13 by 19 sheet, and so you can adjust it. We had it set at 18 and 24 30 seconds is what we had adjusted, and then you can turn it back off, and then I can turn. Here's my temperature switch, and I can adjust my temperature, and at any given time you want to read your temperature, what it's at, actual temperature, you push down there. This thing's been sitting here just heating up for a bit, and it is literally at 234 degrees. One of the beauties of this laminator is the way in which it holds the temperature. So the next thing I want to show you here is air control. So this is our fully adjustable air control for the pneumatic pressure on the nip rollers, and you can adjust it as you need to to get great quality lamination, and often you may have to adjust it based on ink coverage for your sleeking, just to adjust it from say 30 pounds up to 50 to 60 pounds. But it's all very, very easy to adjust, and when you get into position, push down the knob and then it's locked in position. Lift it back up and adjust it there. Now up here is a sheet, feed sheet, says when illuminated. This little light turns on when it's ready to drop another sheet into the feed bed. And I'm going to show you, get a close-up video here of the actual inside of the machine. So right down in here, as you can see, this is your decurling roller. It's a very nice round roller that keeps it from marking the sheets. That's often one of the big things on other machines, is the decurling device tends to mark the sheets because you're putting a back curl on it. This unit does not. It's got a very, very smooth decurling, so it does not mark the sheets as it comes through. And here, as you can see, is your flying knife arrangement. I'll just open up the take this roll off here. I'll set it down here at the bottom, and then I'll open this up so you can see the flying knife and what it looks like. So here it is. This is the flying knife. I'll just manually pull it across, and this is what slides back into its position back there, so it homes in both sides of the machine. Excellent little unit, very nice to use. And as you can see here, everything is so accessible. Everything is you can get in there to do whatever is needed. One of the other nice features about this unit is its tension adjustment. So up on top here, we have got a tension adjustment for our supply mandrel. We often don't run much tension on it at all, but if you had a need to run tension, this thing is very, very easy to use. You can just adjust it on the fly, and it's a very nice little tension adjuster. It's got your safety switches, your emergency off switch, and then on the back side over here, which we'll look at from the other camera. So on the back side over here is our tension adjuster for the rewind mandrel. Units on wheels. This unit easily rolls around as needed. And it's got your self-contained air compressor. Everything's all in it. Everything's there that you need. 100% self-contained, one plug-in, 15 amp, 220 volt plug-in. And this unit is very easy to set up, very easy to run, does an excellent quality lamination. It's got a big chrome nip roller. It's got your rubber nip roller underneath. It's been built and designed, engineered by people that do lamination. So we are part of the group as a Skandacor started out as a company that did trade lamination services many years ago. And so we understand laminators. We've run many different versions of laminators, many different high-speed machines. And so what we've done is we've designed this laminator as well as to do lamination, as well as any other high-speed large system that will be costing you $250,000 to $350,000. This unit here will do it for with obviously a much less expensive machine. Large chrome nip roller and the rubber nip roller on the bottom side. Straight paper path. It's a key feature of this unit. Is the paper as it goes in feeds straight through it. and the only fluctuation in that is how you have your decurling roller set.